Hello and welcome back to Nabara 144. Today we're going to look at the rune Fehu, which is the first rune in the first Aett of the Elder Futhark alphabet. So it looks like an F. Now this rune actually stands for wealth and prosperity. Wealth around money, it is symbolized by domestic cow. And back in the days of old, if you owned cattle, you were considered a wealthy person because come a harsh winter, if you needed money, you could sell that cow or you could keep it for meat and milk. So if you owned cattle, you were considered wealthy. But this is not just about symbolizing wealth of money, it also symbolizes around the home wealth of the land and the condition of the land, how fertile the land is, and agriculture. So this is ruled by the god Freya that carries the energy of fertility and prosperity with it. So it is a big positive rune for abundance and material gain through hard work, through, a labour of love. So not only is it a financial wealth, but it also signifies growth and success, specifically around the home, specifically having strong foundations. So the rune card or this specific deck of runes will show very strong foundation, stronghold for your home, and how fertile the land is, and that the landowner is prospering from being on that land. Which means his family doesn't go hungry. They survive a winter for the next generation to come through, and that's what this rune is heavily donates. So it can also stand for new growth, obviously for the land and food, but also new beginnings. So new beginnings, and that can come up in a general reading for new going into a new location, new jobs, but it is strongly into suggests new beginnings in relationships and that they will be positive new beginnings. We also look at this rune as signifying achieving your goals in life. So this is a really strong, positive one for achieving goals. It is, again, around the home and property, protection and security. Stability is another one. So if you've moved, it is a rune of stability. But there's more to it than that. It does signify the steady flow of resources that are coming into you. And so it is heavily about motion, life force and life essence. This rune needs to be in motion to actually bring through that fertility and prosperity. If it's not, then the energy around this rune and in a reading, if it's in reverse, is stagnant. And in reverse, this rune means being possessiveness around what you own and not willing to share your abundance with other people. It also means jealousy and hoarding your wealth. And that hoarding creates a stagnant energy. If that comes up in a reverse, it's not a positive rune. And those are the issues that would come up, and you would have to look at realigning within yourself. The element of this is fire and earth, so it's about fire being expressed through the earth. It's a primal fire, and it's caused by the power and the flame that you have inside you. So the power and flame that you have that brings up the fire into the earth and makes it prosper. So again, it is a very positive rune. It is traditionally symbolized by domestic cattle, which back in the day represented wealth of money, wealth of land, wealth of home, wealth of food to feed family during cold winters that were coming up. So in a bind, if you were going to be using bind runes, which I can talk about later, If you're binding runes, which is adding more than one rune together, a lot of people use Fehu as the foundation bind rune, and they'll join it with other runes. So for instance, we've already talked about Uruz, and Uruz is about strength, healing, health, and this combined with that would be to bring prosperity and fertility. If you're someone that suffers from health issues and you were into runes and you wanted to do a bind rune, combining Fehu with Uruz would bring you incredible well-being. So it just amplifies the Uruz rune, which is why these tell a story, because the first one will amplify the second one, and the two together will amplify the third one. So basically that's Fehu in a nutshell. I'm going to be bringing through Anzu's, which is the fourth rune in the first Aett shortly, so keep a lookout for that one. Thanks, and see you guys.